All right, so I finished Loki season 2. Pretty good show. I liked it a lot, so I'm going to talk about it. Spoilers ahead, I think, so look out for that. So the whole idea of season 2 is the ramifications of what Sylvie did season 1. So what Sylvie did, she was a variant of Loki. She killed He Who Remains, and He Who Remains is practically king. And he was protecting the secret timeline by killing off other timelines, which isn't good because you're killing a bunch of people. So she killed him to free up the timeline so they could be like everyone could make their own choices, do whatever they want. That was her plan. That was her idea. But because of that, there's not too many timelines, and like now the loom that the TVA uses to protect the secret timeline is starting to go haywire. Need to fix it. That's the whole idea of the show, you know. So what I like about this show really is how they made Kang's character, He Who Remains, Victor Sylvie, and just Kang in general. They made him feel better because I feel like in Quantum Mania, like Kang felt cool, but he lost to Ant Man. I didn't like that, and also Ant Man Quantum Mania was kind of trash too. So it was like a double whammy. You have like this cool character wasted in an Ant Man movie, and then the movie was bad itself. And I feel like that's also a problem with Marvel in general with the recent movies because Thor: Love and Thunder was also had a good character. Christian Bale played Gore the God Butcher. Great character, but just felt wasted in a bad movie. So Marvel was dealing with this problem for a while now. And I feel like because of Loki, they've kind of fixed what was the issue with Kang. Or just, he lost the I can't speak. Intimidation factor of being like a major villain for this universe. And I feel like, the urgency Loki has to like make sure they stop Kang's variants from coming and fix the timeline too. Like it all worked, and I felt that. I feel like they did good, make me feel like Kang is a threat. I like that. Other thing I like too is just the feel of each episode. It was like a very good build up to what we were trying to do. Because like each episode felt like a little mission, and that mission then proceeds to help build up the story a bit. It's like the first mission, or the first episode, I should say. Loki was in with like time slipping. It's like, oh, I'm going throughout time. I need to fix that. He found a way to control it. That's good. And then you would think, that's just that right there. That's over. He doesn't need that anymore. But then plays into later on at the end of the season where he uses time slipping to like, fix the universe. So I liked how they used something at the beginning of the show that was an issue, but him controlling that issue now was the factor to fixing everything. So I liked how it came full circle. Because I just really it just makes it feel what's what we're looking for. Organic. There we go. It makes it feel very organic. How everything just worked out. I like that. I also appreciate Loki's like whole character arc in this. Because like they show bit by bit like what Loki wants. Like he's really trying to like protect his newfound friends. And then we remember in season 1 he was talking about like he was afraid of being alone and he wants a glorious purpose. So all that was built up in season 1. Then season 2 we get Loki trying his best to make sure he protects the timeline, make sure no one dies or his friends really. So he's dealing with that. But then in the end of the show he realizes to protect everybody I need to be alone for the rest of eternity. And by doing that he like makes what was that? That's my laptop. He like makes the tree from Norse mythology. I think it's called Yggdrasil. He like makes his own timeline instead, and like it's a very cool sequence. It was very dope. I liked it a lot. He found a way to control his time slipping, and in essence, that means he can control time now. So that was like very cool to see. I liked that a lot. Like Loki, in the end, kind of got his glorious purpose, but at the same time, he got that purpose by had to be alone. So it was a very good arc. It was very bittersweet. You know what I mean? So it was a very cool scene, very cool idea, just very good writing. This show itself has good writing, does everything it can to like make us enjoy the characters for the most part. I feel like there were some characters I didn't like too much, like Ouroboros. He was cool in the beginning, but like I just didn't like his cadence of speech every now and then. Like at first it was kind of cool, kind of geeky, but like over time just got annoying. Then same with Sylvie too. Like she felt annoying at times, but like I got her perspective. But at times I just felt like, you're kind of tweaking out right now. But I think they needed her to kind of tweak out a bit so Loki could do what he had to do. Because going back to it, the sacred timeline or the loom. So let me just backtrack a bit. I'm kind of rambling, but I don't care. So the loom is what the TVA made to like protect the sacred timeline to make sure the timeline is like secure, or that's what Kang made or He Remains. He made that, but the loom isn't made to like protect other timelines. It's made to protect the sacred timeline. So when the loom gets destroyed, it destroys all the timelines too. So I kind of like that how the entire season they're trying to fix the loom, but in the end the loom was actually meant to like destroy everything else and just protect the timeline. So Loki had to then make his own, not make his own time, but make his own lumen essence to protect all the other timelines and whatnot. So I don't know where that point came from, but besides that, it was very cool. I like the season a lot. They did good with Kang, did good with Sylvie, all that good stuff. I think Mobius too. He had good times too. I guess. I guess. No, I wish they could have a little bit more with him. His interactions with Loki were cool, but I feel like character wise, it wasn't much with him though. You know what I mean? It's weird. That's like I feel like mainly the show was just Loki focused, and everyone else kind of felt like kind of background characters that came in every now and then. It wasn't really. I would say my only gripe is it wasn't really balance wise when it came to all the characters. I felt like kind of Loki 90%, or I'll say Loki 80%. Everyone else, like the other 20%, was just kind of there at times. So that was probably like my one real gripe. Other than that, though, very fun show. The last episode was kind of gas. All around, a good time. I don't think this saves Marvel, though. Like, it was a really good show, but like right now, Marvel need like a bigger push. And I feel like I thought the Marvels will help Marvel, move forward, like break the curse they've been having right now or losing streak. But I'm seeing like reviews right now. Like, I hear the Marvels is actually pretty bad. Like it's like the lowest performing Marvel movie that came out so far. So this one Marvel win, I don't think it's going to help Marvel right now. They need like another big win. So we'll see what that win will be. Hopefully it's a solid win because they need like a couple wins for me to gain faith. Because like right now, they only have like one win for me, and that's not good. You need like at least 5 to gain my actual favor. But yeah, that's my rambles about the show. Fun time. I recommend, obviously, watch the entire season if you can. I think it is out at this time. I think done. So yeah, do that. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. Do those things for me, please. And thank you. And yeah, that's it.